to it as I used what little strength I could muster to pull my cloak around me. A steady band of torchlight filtered through a slit in the wall above, coming from the halls I'd been dragged through. It washed over the incarnadine fabric, obscuring most of my body, painting it a brighter red, a color found fresh in blood. The man who'd spoken now settled his gaze on my garment, his lips pressing tight. The hollow of his throat tensed visibly.
"He wears a blood-red cloak."
The words had no weight. Whisper soft and short-lived. Another man found the strength to throw his weight against the bars of his cell, using them more for support than anything else.
"The one that killed the Cheyenne princess?"
The words brought an unseen fire to my heart and banded it with a heat none of the prison's cold stone could leach out of me.
"No,"
said a third man. He sat with his legs folded, hair hanging so low as to hide his face as he slumped.
"He's the one called that storm down off the Rose Sea. A fury that laid low a fleet of ships, they say. Not a one survived."
The man's stare weighed heavier as he regarded me. The first of the trio took advantage of the pause to add his own piece to my legends.
"Heard said he killed the emperor of Mutri. Or was it a prince?"
The man's lips pursed and eyes fluttered as if losing himself in thought.
"They say he rescued Enshe from some Cheyenne lords, and for it he earned their wrath."
I nodded. They say that. I turned my attention to the lance of light coming through the wall. It resembled a rod, like something I could reach out and take hold of. The thought brought a crooked smile to my mouth that faded as a piece of memory came with it. The second man rubbed his chin.
"Bean said he had some swords, no?" "3.
The man held up just as many fingers.
"Magic. The sorts out of stories."
I said nothing.
"How's it go?"
He knuckled his forehead, and his gaze fell far away.
"He took a piece of morning light, then turned it into a sword burning bright. Then he blew a breath, light and thin, to shape a sword that held the wind within."
No. The third man waved a hand and faced the second of the prisoners.
"That's half wrong and only 2. It goes like this. With a word that no one heard, he pinched a piece of Solas's light to make a sword that burned through bright. Then came the breath, whispered thin, to shape the sword with the wind within. Then there is the final sword, the one of brass and blood and jade, the one all cursed and wrong made."
The trio turned on each other then. They bickered over the lay of the lines, though none found the proper wording. I cleared my throat, then spoke for all to hear. With just a word, one gone unheard, he bound a blade of pale morn light without edge that burned full bright to cast back shadows far from sight. With the second word, then, came the gossamer breath, blown whisper thin to shape the sword full formless, the wind within. And lastly there is the sword of jade, of brass and stone and blood it's made, twisted, tainted, cursed, and still waiting for its price to be paid. The third speaker licked his lips, regarding his fellow inmates as if seeking approval to speak to me.
"So, you don't happen to have any of them magic swords with you then? Something to cut our way out of here,
No. I suppose I don't. I raised upturned hands to show the utter lack of anything left to me. No candle, no cane, just a blood-red cloak and my name.
"But you are him,"
said the third man. I inclined my head.
"All that. Princesses, magic swords, sinking ships, walking the Cheyenne lands. Heard some say he's kin to gods, others that he's demon spawn.